We wanted to update you on what is going on with the coronavirus. There's some optimism today. We're expecting Congress to pass a stimulus bill that could be a big help, and more on that in a minute. Our Krispy Kreme sales drastically improved yesterday. 7 of our stores were actually had positive comps. The government announced that they may reopen on April 12th. I don't want to minimize it. It's still a wipeout in the industry. 14 million people have lost their jobs in the restaurant business basically in the last 10 days. Many restaurants are closed. We feel fortunate that all of our restaurants, with the exception of 3, are still open. Although our sales in some of our brands are off by as much as 80%. After seeing the video that I sent out yesterday, I was asked by a few, why can't you pay us in this difficult time? The answer is we'd love to pay you if we could. First of all, here's what we're doing to those that lose hours because of the COVID-19 crisis. This really is a crisis like we've never seen. You're probably aware that in almost all crises, they're difficult because we don't know how they're going to end. The government has shut down the economy. Usually, the government in a crisis is encouraging people to go out and spend money. Here, just the opposite. For all those that have seen their hours reduced or their job eliminated, you can immediately file for unemployment. Even if you're still working, but your hours are reduced, the government is telling us you can file for unemployment and get the first check within as little as 2 weeks. The federal government, we are told, will approve the stimulus plan perhaps today. That plan would pay each individual up to $1,200, couples $2,400, and $500 for each child if you've earned on your 2018 income tax return $75,000 or less as a single person, or $150,000 or less as a married person. This will be a huge help to many. Now let me explain why we cannot pay our employees who have lost their hours, or who have been reduced. Hours have been reduced, or those that may no longer be working. In the restaurant business, it's a penny's profit business. We have high operating leverage. Let me give you an example. If a restaurant has annual sales of $1.5 million and an operating margin of, say, 10% after all costs, when the sales are reduced by 40% to $900,000, the operating margin actually goes negative, meaning you can't even pay all your fixed costs like rent, etc. Also, in our business, labor makes up about 30% of our expenses. Compare that to a company like Google or Apple, where the labor makes up, say, 10%. They have operating margins of not 10%, but as high as 40%. It makes a big difference. The bottom line to those who are affected by this and seeing their income reduced or eliminated, it probably doesn't matter. Joanna Blake's going to go through some of the resources out there to help you during this crisis. To all of our very valuable team members, we express our most sincere apologies for your difficulties. And we're here to help in any way we can. We're hopeful this ends in weeks, not months. I remain optimistic that we get through this crisis and back to normal soon. God bless each one of you.
Hi everybody, I'm Joanna Blake, Vice President of People Services at WKS. And as Roland said, I want to provide you with some information about what's happening during this crisis in order to get you some resources that you may need. First of all, I want to say thank you to all of you, all of our team members who are staying loyal to the company and loyal to our teams and continuing to take care of our guests during this very challenging time. I know many of you are experiencing that we've had to reduce operating hours or scheduled hours, and due to no dine-in business being allowed in the restaurants, we are having to struggle with that. Know that we are not terminating team members based on reduced operating hours or temporary closures. We're also not terminating team members who are choosing to stay home due to health concerns or to the health concerns of their loved ones with whom they live. Much as it pains us to say, as Roland commented, we're not able to pay team members for hours they're not working. It's just too tight of a business, and we're trying to save jobs for all 11,000 team members who work for the company. We know this is a hardship. As hours are reduced or temporary closures occur, all team members are eligible to apply for unemployment. And each state determines eligibility and the amount of benefits that might be available to you. We posted a document on the WKS coronavirus webpage that includes website information for filing unemployment claims in each state in which we operate. To access that webpage, if you haven't done so already, text WKS to 833-490-0460, and you'll find those resources there. In California, team members who are actually ill or needed to care for a family member have other state-provided wage replacement insurance available to them, SDI and paid family leave. That information is also available on the webpage. The company is asking managers to be as flexible as possible with team member work schedules. We know that school closures have created child and family care issues for many, and in addition, team members may need time off to take care of themselves or to take care of family members. To help with pay for days off, many team members have access to and have accrued paid sick leave or vacation or paid time off. Team members can find their available paid time off balances in Paycom if they work at Denny's, or in ADP in all of our other brands. We're encouraging managers to be flexible in allowing team members to use their paid time off during this time. And even if time is not covered by paid time off, we are asking managers to be flexible and sensitive to our team members' needs to take the time off anyway. Information about how to request that paid time off is also on that WKS coronavirus webpage, and directions about how to access it and ensure that you can get paid out what you have coming to you. We want to point out that we've got other resources posted on that webpage as well, including aid funds that may be available to you as a restaurant worker, and access to where you can apply for other jobs, such as driving for one of the delivery services who supports the restaurant industry. And for anyone who's struggling with the stress and anxiety of this COVID-19 situation, we also have provided information about the WKS Employee Assistance Program. The program is paid for by WKS and provides up to 3 free sessions with a behavioral counselor for you and your household members. We hope this can help you through this crisis. Remember to access the webpage with the information I've shared. Text WKS to 833-490-0460. And if you have other questions, you can contact People Services at ps@wksusa.com. Finally, thank you for what you do every day for our teams and our guests. Stay healthy and safe, and wash your hands. Thanks.